Elephant, you don't have to be so noisy. OK, then, whispered the elephant.
They all went back to the CBeebies house, sat down and watched the story makers.
Come on into the library. It's a place where I love to be. Look in a book, here's a story for you. Who makes stories when the day is through? Who makes stories when the day is through? Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Milton Wordsworth, Shelley and Jackson, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Come and be a story maker. Story makers. Story makers.
It's midnight. Hello.
Has everybody gone?
The sun is down, the stars are bright. Story makers come out at night. Milton Wordsworth, story maker and magical maestro, at your service. Ooh, what fine treasures do we have here? Maybe they're clues for stories.
Did I hear you say stories?
You did indeed, oh green and bright one. I was looking for clues.
Oh, Milton, what a pretty seashell. And what's that over there?
It's the monster from the deep.
Oh,
I'm not a monster. I'm me, Jackson.
oh, Jackson, why are you dressed like that?
I thought I would like to explore in the underwater too.
Now let me have these, young man. One doesn't have to be under the sea to enjoy its secrets.
Pardon?
I wonder what kind of story a snorkel and goggles will make. I think we'll need your help on this one. Ready?
Yes.
Imagine a story.
Playbook.
And it's called Aquarium.
Aqua what?
Wait and see. Harry and his mum were on holiday at the seaside. Mum had treated Harry to his favourite lunch, fish and chips. Are there any sharks in the sea, Mum? I'm not sure, Harry, but I've got a great idea. After lunch, let's go to the aquarium. I'm sure we'll find out the answer there. Harry thought this was a great idea. It was dark inside the aquarium, but after a short while, Harry could see. He was amazed. There were fish everywhere. Later, Harry noticed something going on at one of the big tanks. Mike, the man from the aquarium, was feeding the fish. Harry watched them dart about, swimming fast to get their food. Mike asked if he would like to have a go at feeding them too. Yes, please, said Harry. Harry thought this would be a good time to ask his question. Are there any sharks in the sea? Mike said there were. There were even sharks in the aquarium. Would Harry like to see them? Harry was nervous, but excited too. He'd never seen a shark. The tank where they lived was enormous, and there was a special glass tunnel you could walk through to see the fish swimming overhead. Harry looked up, and there, sleek and fast and grey, was a shark. It was beautiful. Look! Look! Wow! More sharks! It was amazing. He was so close to them. Harry had seen a lot today. Seagulls, the beach, the sea. He'd even fed some fish. But the best thing of all were the sharks.
So, an aquarium, oh, I can say it now, is a home for fish.
And other creatures many of us would not see in the sea, if you see what I mean.
Yes. Milton, do you know what sharks eat for their tea?
Little pink monsters like you.
Oh, no. Fish and ships.
I think it's time for another story.
Oh, yes. Can we use this seaweed to help?
Good idea. You can help too. Let's use a bit of imagination. Imagine a story. It's a Sniff and Wag story. Under the Sea.
Sniff and Wag are friends. When the day ends and the sky grows dark, they sneak into the park through a hole in the fence. The two dogs are in the flower bed tonight. Come on, barks Sniff, let's dig a hole. I found a shell, yaps Wag, looking pleased. She gives it a lick, but it tastes rather salty. The shell starts to shimmer. There's a flash and a blast. A beautiful mermaid appears on the grass. Thank you. You have set me free, sings the mermaid. If you make a wish, it will come true. Ooh, says Sniff, giving Wag a nudge. We'd like to meet an octopus. Then you shall, says the mermaid. Come with me. Suddenly they find themselves under the sea in a swishy, fishy world of bluey green. There are wonderful sights to see under the sea. Look, barks Sniff. A starfish. Look, a crab. Stand back, cries the mermaid. It might snap. No, I won't, says the crab. I have to go. The octopus is putting on a show. You can come with me if you like, but please don't poke me. It's not polite. From behind a seaweed curtain, an octopus appears. Welcome to my show, he calls, and everybody cheers. It's great having 8 legs. It really is spiffing. I'm super at football. I'm a whiz in the kitchen. I can juggle with ease as I walk the trapeze, but I get confused when I lace up my shoes. So I'm shoe-free instead. That's showbiz, my friends. The octopus bows and the audience clap. Home time, says Sniff. Oh, do we have to, says Wag. Take some shells, says the mermaid, and you'll always remember me. They are filled with the song of the greeny blue sea. Sniff and Wag thank her for a lovely time. Good night. Sleep tight, my little friends. Tomorrow we will play again.
What are you making there?
It's a mermaid, of course.
Oh, of course.
See, here is her tail, and here is her lovely hair.
Oh, yeah, I thought so.
Oh, do you know, Jackson, I would love to be a mermaid.
Oh, you'd make a lovely mermaid,
But there's
Jelly.
only one problem.
Oh, what's that?
I can't swim.
Oh, well, Jelly, don't worry.
I don't even like water.
Well, I can help you to swim quite easily.
Oh, how?
Well, and we don't even have to be near the sea. We can go and have lessons at the local swimming pool.
Really?
Yes. Come on, I'll show you a story all about it. We'll use one of these shells to make the story machine work. One shell into the machine.
A beautiful shell for a beautiful story.
Are you ready?
Imagine.
Imagine a story.
It's a blue cow story.
Oh, yes. Blue cow goes swimming.
In a field not far away is a herd of cows grazing quietly. One of the cows is most unusual. Blue Cow wonders about the big world beyond her field. One day in the field, it was raining. I wonder what it would be like to go swimming, wondered Blue Cow. Oh, she's off again, said the other cows. So Blue Cow caught the bus that stops beside her field. I'd like a return ticket to a swimming place, please. There you go, madam. Hold very tight. And they set off for the swimming pool. And then they arrived. When Blue Cow got off the bus, she could hardly believe her eyes. There, all around her, was water. It was the biggest swimming pool she could ever imagine, far bigger than any of the large puddles she'd seen in her field. Two children called Kai and Susie said, "Hello, Blue Cow. Would you like to swim with us in the waves?" Oh, yes, please," said Blue Cow. And so off they went to the part of the pool where the waves came. They jumped among the waves, and they held on to floats and surfed the waves too. "I know. Why don't we look at the bottom of the pool now?" said Susie. So they all held their breath and ducked down under the water. Blue Cow felt everything become very quiet. How strange, thought Blue Cow, as she saw a whole new world. At the bottom, they waved to one another, and then went back to the top for some air. "Hey, have you ever swum in a race?" asked Susie. "No," said Blue Cow, "but I'd love to have a go." So all three of them lined up in a row. First to the other side and back wins. And before she knew it, Blue Cow was swimming as fast as she could down the pool. Blue Cow started to swim faster and faster, and soon Kai and Susie were far behind. "I've won!" Blue Cow cheered. "But then swimming is easier with 4 legs." Moo! "You'll never guess where I've been." "Where have you been?" "I've been to a swimming pool and I won a race." Everyone knows cows can't go swimming. But we know they can, don't we?
Milton, what are you wearing that funny get-up for?
Yeah, are you going somewhere special?
I'm not going somewhere special. I am someone special.
Oh, who?
I see myself as Neptune, king of the sea.
What's that ring thing?
The king of the sea has to know how to swim, you know.
What? You can't swim too?
Not yet. Perhaps we can learn together, my little mermaid.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. Is that the time?
Indeed it is. The dawn is upon us. The morning is nigh. We've made our stories, and we bid you goodbye. Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous.
Thanks for helping.
Bye, story makers.
See you again soon.
Right, come on, Alex. It's time for us to go now, but we'll be back later on in the bedtime hour. I hope you've enjoyed Discover and Do as much as we have today. Right, you ready, Al?
Yeah, I'm just making sure the taps are turned off.
Down
Everything's away. Right.